This is my guide on how to furnish and decorate your home from scratch on a budget. Yes, we are going to talk about every step it takes to furnish your home and decorate your home when you're moving in, maybe with nothing, maybe with a few things, maybe with stuff you want to get rid of and you want to start fresh, whatever it may be. This is my guide and my steps on how to do that. Part of the reason I wanted to do this video is because of the Los Angeles fires that are happening, honestly, right now. They're still happening, and a lot of people have lost their homes. So I thought putting together a guide on how to furnish and decorate your home from scratch could be helpful. And this is my guide of how I would do it and what's priority for me and all that jazz. Let's just get started. So welcome back to my channel. I want to start off by saying that decorating your home or furnishing your home not only takes time, but it also takes money. So all of this is going to be budget friendly and in order of what you can prioritize budget wise. And I have a lot of tips included as well. So just keep that in mind. Don't put pressure on yourself when you move into a space to get it furnished really quick, especially if you want to be mindful about it and have it feel personal to who you are and your taste. It's just going to take time. I've lived in my place for 2 years now, and I feel like I just kind of got it furnished. It's not even that big of a place. I think it's like 700 square feet and this garage, and I moved quick because I was filming it. So who knows where I would even be. Step 1, we furnish. Step 2, we decorate. So keep in mind when you first start furnishing your home to kind of take the part out of your brain that wants to decorate. I know you want to jump into that quickly. I always want to jump into that quickly, but take that out of your brain, especially budget-wise. First, we must furnish and get the necessities down. So to start furnishing your home, here are the rooms in order that I would start with. And you might be surprised of the order of this, but I feel like this is what I would do. This is what I would do. This is what I would do. The first room you are going to furnish is your primary bedroom. Yes, your primary bedroom comes first because you are sleeping every night. You have to sleep. And also for your mental health, you need a good night's sleep. Your primary bedroom is first. Second is your kids' rooms. Those can kind of go hand in hand. Basically, you can live in your house pretty much empty, but you need a bed. So after your bedroom and maybe your kids' bedrooms, you're going to go right into the kitchen/dining room because this sounds weird, but you really don't need to go to your living room first, in my opinion. You can live with your bed and a dining table. So that's why kitchen/dining room is next, because let's say your budget's really tight, you have your mattresses, and now a dining table would be helpful. And for number 4, we are going into the living room. The living room is next. Now that you have the main items that you really just need to live an everyday life, like to eat and sleep and breathe, now let's add in some comfort with a living room. The living room is going to be the 4th on your list. Now let's say you are at budget capacity. I would stop it there. You can just stop it there. You don't need to furnish any other room. Obviously, a bathroom, you need like a certain amount of things. You need some toilet paper and maybe a shower curtain. But for furnishing, those are the top guys. But let's keep going. The less important rooms, but still important, obviously, at number 5 is your office space. And again, that's circumstantial. If you work from home and need an office space, kind of goes hand in hand if you have kids, whatever, skip it if you don't need it. Then we can move on to your primary bathroom and your kids' bathrooms, whoever's living in the house, their bathrooms. And then you are going to furnish your laundry room, which again is maybe just some storage. We'll get into all the deets. And the bottom tier rooms are your guest bedroom and then whatever extra bathrooms you might have, whether it's the guest bath or just a random bathroom in your hallway, whatever it may be. And now if you have a basement, that also would be bottom tier, because I feel like a basement is kind of just this extra little space along with an attic. We don't need to get to those. Those are just bonus rooms. That's why they're called a bonus room. So here is my list. So write that down. Or sign up for my newsletter down below if you want all of this written out for you. We can send it your way, I think. I think we could do that. Sure. Now let's go down our list and how I would approach each room when on a budget and where I would source some of these items from. Also, am I looking like Wednesday Addams? I had this buttoned up like this at one point, and I was like, whoa, I am giving Wednesday Addams. All right, fine. We'll go with that vibe. Not to reiterate this again, but you are going to start with furnishing and then decorating. So again, 2 tiers, furnishing, then decorating. So we're gonna, go through that list. And if you're anything like me, I like to buy a lot of stuff from Facebook Marketplace or used items. So when you start furnishing your place, this is my number 1 tip. Divide things out by solid items like wood or metal, and then stuff that's made of fabric or anything that can like hold a smell. I would suggest anything that's wood or solid to thrift that. Thrift anything that's like a cabinet or, a wooden bench or whatever it may be. Go on Facebook Marketplace for those items. That can even be electronics, lamps, whatever. Anything that could potentially stink or have like a bed bug. For example, a mattress or bedding or, a sofa, which you could thrift, but that's kind of how I would divide up what to thrift and what to buy new. Does it smell? Can it be cleaned? So you're going to start with your primary bedroom plus your kids' bedrooms, obviously. People need places to sleep, and the number 1 main purchase you're going to make is your mattress. You're going to buy a mattress for your room and your kids' rooms because you need somewhere to sleep. That's number 1. Get a mattress. I don't know if you really want a used mattress. This is where I would splurge. This is where I would put some of the chunk of your budget. It doesn't need to be a crazy expensive mattress, but put money towards your mattress if you can. And then you're going to get bedding. So you're going to have a mattress and bedding, and that's really all you need. If you're out of budget and need to move on to the next room, that's really it. I lived on an air mattress with bedding for months. That's all you got to do. You don't have to get a bed frame. Your mattress can be on the floor. Bed frame is next on my list. We will say bed frame is next, but you could stop there if you really want to. And then after a bed frame, you're going to get side tables and side lamps because you do need lighting in your bedroom. And right there is your top tier necessities for furnishing a bedroom. I didn't have dresser as a top tier item because I feel as though most bedrooms have closets and you can use that. You can skip a dresser if you want. So now let's move on to tier 2 for your bedroom and your kids' bedroom, which would be dresser is next on the list. And next would be curtains and blinds. You could swap dresser and curtains and blinds depending on what your needs are. Do you need to block out some of the sun? Do you need space for your undies? Or whatever, your t-shirts. Now you and your kids, if you have a kid or whatever it is, have a well put together bedroom. You can get into more of the fun things now, like a mirror or art, or do your kids need, a desk? I guess that could be higher priority dependent on what your personal needs are. But this is when you start entering in the fun stuff. And sadly, fun stuff just comes later. But the good news is it takes a while to acquire the fun stuff. You're not going to just go out and find a piece of art like you can a mattress. You know what I mean? So this is kind of my list for your bedrooms, and bedrooms are number 1, contrary to popular belief. I also have talked about this in previous videos that you should decorate your primary bedroom before anything. So let's say you furnish all of your rooms and it's time to decorate, like the fun stuff. My suggestion is to do the primary bedroom first over anything because your mental health is important. And for you to take care of your kids or for you to, be proactive at work or whatever, you need a good bedroom. So I always just think the primary bedroom is number 1 in all aspects. Now, after the bedrooms, I said kitchen. Kitchen is next because, again, you just need to sleep and you need to eat. So you're going to get a dining table. That is the most important part. a dining table and some dining chairs. And if you don't have space for that, just get some bar stools or counter stools or whatever it may be. You need a place to sit and eat a meal. You need to sleep. You need to eat. Bada bing, bada boom. And the kitchen / dining area does come before living room because although we all want to hang out and have a place to sit, it really isn't necessary. For a while, I didn't have a sofa, so I would just hang out at my countertop and then I would watch TV on my iPad in bed. I'm assuming you have some necessities to live when I'm listing this stuff. I'm not going to go into, yeah, you need, a frying pan or toilet paper. I'm not going to go into that. This is more furnishing and decor, so don't comment below being like, wait, why do you have a dining table if you have nothing to cook with? I'm just assuming you might have something to cook with, all right? I'm not going to go into every nitty gritty detail. So that's my top tier list: dining table, chairs, or counter or bar stools, whatever. You need to sit and eat your porridge. Now for second tier items for your kitchen, I think blinds or lighting is important, dependent on your space. Do you need to put some blinds up? Also, that is kind of just a decor item. Immediately we're into decor into the kitchen. It doesn't take a lot to furnish a kitchen. We can immediately go into decor. So blinds or a kitchen lamp or a light fixture hanging above your dining table, not the most important thing. If you have a really ugly light fixture above your dining table, just don't worry about it for now. You're going to get there. It's going to come in due time. Don't worry about it. And then you can have some fun. At the end, you can put in some fun bowls. Do you need a tray? Do you need vases? All of those things are last. Unfortunately, you just got to push them to the end. But again, those take the most time to accumulate anyways. So just try to prioritize this in your brain. I tried to do that when I moved in here, being like, wow, I know I'm so excited to buy, a piece of art to go above my fireplace. But instead I was like, no, I need some other things first. Welcome back to my desk area because we are going to take a quick little break to talk about today's sponsor, Warby Parker. You all know I love Warby Parker because not only are they great quality, they're affordable, and they have great shapes and styles. All of their frames are designed in-house, and you can go into one of their 250 store locations and try them on. Warby Parker glasses start at $95 and include prescription lenses with anti-reflective, scratch-resistant coatings. And many of the Warby Parker locations offer comprehensive eye exams starting just at $85. Warby Parker also carries contact lenses from top brands, and you can receive 20% off your first order of contacts with no promo code needed. You can also try Warby Parker's at-home try-on program. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free via the QR code or link in my video description. There's no obligation to buy them, shipping is free, and it includes a prepaid shipping label. I love when brands do that. And if you have vision insurance, you can use that on your Warby purchase. Head to the link in my description and check out Warby Parker's at-home try-on program. It's pretty sweet. And thanks again, Warby Parker, for sponsoring this video. I love ya. And now back to whatever I was saying. And now into your living room. It's pretty obvious, I think, what the first purchase will be, and that's a sofa. You could just have a sofa in your living room and put your TV up on boxes. I think it's just nice to have somewhere to sit. Think about your daily activities in your head. You want somewhere to sit, you want somewhere to lay, and you want somewhere to set things on, That's why rug is moved lower on this list. You don't need a rug, but a sofa feels more like a necessity for you to sit your ass down. And then second is a coffee table because you're sitting, but now you need somewhere to set something. So a coffee table or an ottoman is your next item on the list that you're going to buy for your living room. Next is storage, a console to hold your TV and have storage underneath, a unit for something that is next on the list, some type of piece for, that blank wall, whatever it may be. And this is definitely an area that you could thrift something because it's a hard surface unless you're getting a fabric TV console. So now you pretty much have a living room that's good to go, but you could add some chairs in or a rug. I would say those are my next steps. Side tables with some lamps. Lamps could be moved up on your priority list if you don't have overhead lighting or any other type of lighting source. It just depends. And that is my first tier for a living room. And now we can move on to the second tier, which is more decor pieces that aren't necessary, but if you have the budget, we can start with curtains and blinds. Curtains and blinds are not necessities really anywhere besides bedroom, depending on what your needs are. So those really are decor items, not necessities. I would then get some throw pillows. Throw pillows are very important and a good way to add in some liveliness and color. And again, there's necessities and then there's decor, furnishings and decor. But at the end of the day, everything is important, because if you've watched my video, how to not make your home, why your home makes you feel depressed, I don't remember what it was called, but your entire home is important to your mental health. So yes, you need a bed to sleep on, but also it's like, maybe you need a lamp and a cute little piece of art to make you happy. So all of this is a necessity in my opinion, in a way, but that's why I'm doing first tier, second tier. And then you can add in some final touches to your living room, like some books, some art, maybe some plants, maybe a tray on your ottoman or your coffee table. This is the most fun part, but again, just compartmentalize. I'm very good at that. I can say, don't even think about it until it's time, until you have the funds or the energy, honestly. So you have now completed furnishing the most important rooms in your home. Again, I recommend furnishing all of the places before moving into decor, but to each their own. We are now going to move on to second tier rooms and how I would approach furnishing / decorating. Your office is very important, especially if you work from home. So obviously a desk or a few desks or whatever the desk space situation is, let's put a desk in there. How about that? And second would be some storage. I think it's very important to have storage in your office. There's always some paperwork or birth certificates or your social security card, whatever it may be, put it in your office, right? Let's get some storage in there. Let's furnish the office. And then a light. You need a light in there unless you are totally fine with overhead light. The light doesn't need to be a necessity, but I would add in a table lamp or a desk lamp or a floor lamp or whatever lamp you want into your office. And those are the main items that you can move on from. You got it going. But if you want to decorate, you could add in a rug and you could add in some art. I feel like an office is a good way to, display your diploma or like fun family photos. You can kind of go a little ham in the office with like memorabilia. I feel like in here, this is my office. I have like fun, random vintage art stuff. Now we are going to move back over to the bedrooms and furnish your primary bathroom or your kids' bathrooms. It's time. What is the furnishing? Not much. I'm assuming you already had a shower curtain and a bath mat and some towels, but some of the extra things you could add to your bathroom that will be helpful is obviously some extra storage, maybe a little side table next to your bath so you can have a coffee while you take a bath or watch your iPad, like me. You could also add in a cute vintage rug. There are just a few additional things you could add to your bathroom that will help make the space feel better. So you don't really have to furnish your bathroom, to be honest. It's just decor. Depends how far you want to go. We're now going to move into the laundry room. That's the next on our list. And again, the laundry room really only needs some extra storage. Maybe you want to upgrade your laundry baskets to something more visually appealing. Maybe a vintage rug. All of the above. There's really not much that goes into a laundry room to make it feel good. And actually, at the end of this video, I'm going to touch on the last tier thing I would do decor-wise to all of these rooms, but we're getting there. And last but not least, your guests. Your guests just have to come last in this case. You're going to furnish your guest bedroom and your guest bath. You're going to do the same tiers as you did for the other bedrooms, which is a mattress, bedding, and so forth. It's pretty easy, but all of that comes last. Guest bed, guest bath, extra bathroom, basement, bonus room, attic, whatever, put those at the way bottom of your list. Don't focus so hard on trying to get a guest bed together. It's really not important unless you really need that space specifically for someone. But honestly, if you're just having a weekend visitor, you can get a really good air mattress or whatever it may be. I wouldn't put a lot of pressure on yourself to get that furnished. They're just bottom of the list. Sorry, mom and dad. Sorry, in-laws. And that completes my entire list of how to furnish and decorate your home from scratch. It's kind of just a good old guide on where to put your money first, what rooms to do first. It's just some good tiers. I think it's helpful. Let me know if this was helpful. But also, I wanted to touch base on one last thing, and that is paint. Painting any room in your house takes effort. It takes a little bit of money. Paint isn't crazy expensive, but then you need equipment, whatever. Or if you're hiring someone to do it for you, it can get costly. So paint always comes last. And I know what you're thinking. Wouldn't it be smart to paint everything before we move in? And yeah, I do recommend, if you have a full white house or you don't like the colors in the house or whatever, to give it a nice fresh coat. But I don't recommend picking colors for each room before you move in, because you don't even know your decor direction or whatever it may be. And it's really not that difficult to just move all of your furniture into the middle of the room and you can paint the space. So I honestly think if you're on a budget and you want to save some money, save paint for last. And also I think it's nice to choose a color after you buy your sofa or your bedding. Obviously, a lot of this can go hand in hand, but again, I'm trying to give you a priority list based off of your needs and budget and what you really require to live in a home. Let me know if this video was helpful or what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you not? Regardless, I wanted to put it out because I think it's just a helpful tool sometimes to have someone do that organization for you. I think when you buy a home or move into an apartment or whatever it may be, it can be really overwhelming, especially if you don't have a lot of items with you. When I moved here, I got rid of everything in Chicago. I went through this breakup and we kind of split the stuff, and I'm like emotionally attached to things, so I ended up selling a lot of things. And when I got here, I literally had nothing. I think I came here with some books and some clothing and some art. I didn't have any furniture whatsoever. So it can be overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming where to go and where to start. So take this checklist, put it in your Excel doc, take your total budget and kind of like divvy it up between your rooms, and you should be good to go. And if you want to donate to people who are trying to rebuild their homes after the Los Angeles fires, I have included some links down below because really anything can help. Even if you donate $10, $15, only if you have the means, obviously no pressure at all. It's just a little goes a long way, especially when, you're starting really from the bottom up and it's just awful. I really do feel like this is my area of expertise where I can help step up and do some good, especially when people start moving into their new homes. What can I do to help? Leave some ideas down below. I was thinking maybe we could, get some sponsors, some brands on board to donate items, and I can help, pull it all together for someone or a few families. We could film it, and, any money I make through the Google AdSense or views could go towards that family. I don't know. I don't want to, there's like this fine line of, I don't want to film myself like doing good deeds, but we also can make some decent money on YouTube if people watch that, and then that money could go towards people. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I can do. What else can I do? Because I can furnish a home as quick as you need me to. I'm good at it. I can go in. I've got a team. All my friends are ready to volunteer. So let me know. These ideas are definitely going to have to be implemented down the line in the coming months. But I thought for next week, why don't you all DM me items that you all need for your homes, or if you know someone that needs something specific for their home, I will Facebook Marketplace and find you things. If you subscribe to my newsletter, I do this sometimes where I'll pick a city and I'll find you a bunch of cool thrifted stuff. So why don't you send me specific things you need for your home, and I'll thrift it for you or find it online for you. So send those to Wasslepaw. DM those to Wasslepaw, or you can email them to me at highpagewassle@gmail.com. All right, I'm done blabbing. Hopefully you liked. If you want this whole list written out and whatnot, subscribe to the newsletter. And again, go check out those links if you can donate. And I'm going to stop talking now. And I love you all. And hopefully you like this video. All right. Goodbye. Adios. I'm off to work. I need to go do other things.